Mum came in and made a chocolate cake and we put her name on the menu like Odette's chocolate cake.
But you gave out to me about that cake. You said there were too many processes.
Well, there was a lot going on, you know, because that section's really hard. So it's like slice cake, creme fraiche. But Mum was like, yeah, we're going to do cake, creme fraiche, candy walnuts, and this sauce.
A lovely dark caramel sauce. It was worth the extra process.
They're like, oh my God, there's so many things going on. When you've got chips in the fryer, you're making pasta. People loved it. People loved it. They loved it.
I think it should go on again.
No, it will. And if you've noticed, since you said the tart thing, Eden's made sure we always have a tart. So I like putting people's names on dishes.
Yes.
I think it's if it's not every dish, but depending on if it's really them, you know, and they're adding to us as a thing, but it's your name's usually on there somewhere, you know. It helps it sell too. People are like, oh, God, the poor mum, she needs the boost and confidence. You know what I mean? Like, I'm joking. Maybe I'm joking. No, I'm not joking. I'm joking. But yeah, we made the classic brown bread, which kind of runs through our whole restaurant ethos. I like to grill the bread and then butter, then brown meat, then dressed crab. But I know you would want to butter the bread, right?
For me, I preferred without the butter.
Maybe a little bit.
We have all the mayonnaise.
Exactly.
Okay, I'll defer to you. We'll butter the bread.
We'll butter the bread? Well, we'll try. We'll try both. We picked enough to try both. I'm open to one of each. We can let the crew decide.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's not a competition, right? We're not competitive.
You're the chef.
I'm not the chef. You're the chef. I'm just having a good time. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I never weigh the salt. That's a good idea.
You don't weigh the salt?
No.
For bread?
I think it's a good idea.
Well, for baking, I weigh everything because I'm kind of clumsy. But no, I don't weigh the treacle though.
16 grams, so 32.
32.
Okay, because this is far more salt than I would have put in.
Yeah.
Interesting.
The work I was doing was the music business, which is just ended up not suiting me because you don't have control over it. And then I just went into the spiral of I couldn't get out of bed, and then I couldn't.
Yes, and when I knew you needed to change your career was you weren't even enjoying music anymore.
Yeah, I wasn't.
For somebody who adored music, what was the point in working in it if you weren't enjoying it? You needed to change.
Yeah.
I knew if you were doing something creative, you would be happy.
For me, and a good chef is a person who can take criticism and work within a team.
Yes.
And not take anything to heart and not be sensitive about it. And people be like, tell me off, be like, cool, no problem. Yeah. Let's make better next time, all right, guys? And I'm like, who's this psychopath? Yeah. I'd usually put the treacle and the Guinness in here and whisk it all together and then mix it. But I'm happy to do it this way.
We won't vary the Guinness.
So I think every restaurant needs some person or any business that's got the clear vision of what it is. But you know what people want. You're always coming up with different ideas as well to help. No problem. This is the money shot. Oh, knows about a Guinness shot.
Bread has always been really important to us because we always baked our own bread at home. And my mum always baked bread. But also when Max was not so happy in his career.
That's an understatement.
No.
Delicious.
What? Too much what? Mustard?
No,
I like the mustard.
That's beautiful.
No, I can tell by your face, but I think the mustard is good.
That's amazing. Delicious. I really like it. I know, it's so nice.
Why that face? We decided that we would do a bread course together, just to do something physically together. You know, when he was young, you know, we would do a lot of baking, and he would bake for my mum, who was a very hard taskmaster.
Smoking her cigarettes inside, being like, oh, those scones just aren't good enough. And I'd be like, how do I make them better?
Yeah, and she'd make him go back again. They're not rising high enough.
Then she'd walk out of the...
Mom, he needs encouragement. Well, they're just not good enough. He needs to do it again.
Do you want to be the whisker or the pourer?
I'll whisk for a while.
Okay.
See how we go.
Start
Yeah, that'll do for now, won't it? Stop for a minute.
Finally, one day she came over and she was like, cutting into the bread. She's like, yeah, it's good. I was like, oh, thank God. So they all thought I was crazy, being like, okay, I think I'm gonna go and cook and make bread because it's getting me out of depression. And you were like, go for it. And I just had to block out all the people that were saying, you're going from one stressful thing into another. But for some reason in my gut, I was like, but I feel like this is what I should do. And I just kind of gave it absolutely everything. Without Mum, I wouldn't have been able to, there's over 20 times I've called her crying in her fridge somewhere. Yeah. As hard as it was, because you told me to keep going every time I wanted to quit,
Yeah, meeting the likes of Carlton and people like that.
Teddy and and Luke, like one of my first sous chefs now, he was like my hero, came in and did the shift the other day, and he messaged me and he was like, man, you've created something so beautiful, an amazing team and amazing food. And he was the guy I looked up to in my first kitchen, and he comes in now and covers shifts, and I'm like, how has this happened? Want to try? We'll eat some. But it's more of a special occasion kind of dish. Yeah. You could be like, crab is kind of...
Well, the white meat is very special.
Weirdly, I'm not really into eating my own food.
Oh.
It's pretty good.
I think it's good. It's very good. The crab is beautiful.
The crab is beautiful.
Really beautiful.
Who dressed the crab? Come on.
How's the mustard?
Good on you.